Hello, this is Karthik Reddy, and module name is Business Analytics and Intelligence, and code is 7045 SSL, and it is an individual presentation. And my topic is about business analytics in the UK telecommunications industry. And these are the table of contents, and we can see here telecommunications industry overview, and second one is company overview, and third one is business metrics, and fourth one is statistics summary, and fifth one is predictive analysis, and next is predictive analysis, regression analysis, and managerial decision making implications, and key analytical focus, and the last is conclusion and recommendations, and the last one is references. And here you can see the topic is UK telecommunications industry overview. In telecom, UK is a mature industry. Large companies dominate the market volume. Telecom implication in the UK is very competitive and capital intensive, and growth is sluggish as demand is stable. High investment requirements are infrastructure and technology, and big organizations like Group and BT Group control revenue and efficiency, cost containment, and projections to the future are paramount in enhancing profitability compared to variations that are evident in the operations of the business in the short term perspective. And the growth is low due to the saturation in the market, but technological investment and development of infrastructures are among the major factors influencing the probability and long-term performance of the companies. And we can see here the next one is company overview, and here see the turnover trend and profit before tax trend. The sample companies are both large and small organizations. This can be applied in comparing the performance of different business modules. I select five companies that are Vodafone Group, BT Group, Telefonica Group UK, Zen Internet, and Virgin Media Ireland. And the large one are international, and the small ones are for the niche business. This kind of variations provides a better picture of the organization of an industry, and it indicates its disparity in financial performance and efficiency of operations. The large and small telecommunication service provides can be compared as there are different scales and status in the market of these companies. And the next one is about business metrics. Here we can see turnover comparison across companies latest year, and profit margin comparison efficiency. The metrics adopted provide the entire picture of the business performance. The most significant ones are the turnover, the profit before tax, liquidity, gearing, and the number of employees. And these variables are worth being analyzed because they show the financial strength and the selection of managers. They also applicable in predictive modules in the future to examine relations. These measures allow viewing the financial performances, the degree of operational efficiency, and differences in the risks of the companies within the period 2015 to 2024. And the next is the summary of the statistics. Here we can see there is a lot of variance between companies in the terms of summary statistics. The inequality of mean and median leads to the notion that there are such large firms that have their own way. The standard deviation value is high, implying volatility, especially with profit. And here we can see the profit mean is 6,72,015 with the high standard deviation, and the mean of liquidity is 0.86, and the gear is 115.68. Such values indicate differences in values, financial risk, and company size in the data. And here we can these results denote inequality and institutional inequalities within the telecommunication industry. And these are the summary statistics which we can see in the table. And the next one is predictive analysis, which is regression analysis. Uh, According to the regression analysis, the selected variables can only explain individual percentages of change in profit. This module is significant and not very sustainable. The correlation is evident in the liquidity, but the other variables do not mean much. And this is a poor model fit the regression results achieved a low R squared of 0.122 and an adjustment R squared of 0.064. The value of significance F is 0.109, indicating that the module is not significant. And the value of the liquidity coefficient is 7.75, and the effect of gearing and employee is extremely low, which further proves the low predictive strength. And this implies that the model is not taking into account significant factors that are achieving the profitability and will not provide good forecast. And this is about the predictive analysis. And there is a graph, and we can see in this. And the next one is managerial decision which making implications, which means the decision shows that the managers should focus on effectiveness and not growth, and the level of debt should be minimized to reduce risk. The manager should incorporate the aspect of better operational performance, as the profit margin is one of the key determinants of probability. Low gearing and minimizing financial risk should also be maintained, and the liquidity should be used to bring stability. And we can see here that there should be carefully liquidity management. Employing more workers will not make profits better, and the increase in the workforce should also be calculated, since the employees are very sensitive to profitability. And data insights should be used to make decisions to improve financial performance and long-term stability. Performance to evidence-based decisions should be accorded, and this is about the managerial decision which making implications. And the next one is key analytical focus. Here we can see them in a graph way, and profit margin, predicted profit margin, linear, and the it mainly focuses on relating the operating variables and financial outcomes. The creation of insights is done in descriptive and predictive approaches. The analysis gives critical sources of performance and also gives model deficiencies. The strategy provided helps address the strengths and weakness of business analytics in decision making, and the identification of the sorry here we can see the identification of the efficiency drivers, the economically risky factors, and intercompany change is especially paid attention to. And the descriptive analysis, along with the predictive analysis, will provide a full image of the performance and identity, the weak points of the forecasting lead by the data in this industry. And it is about the key analytical focus. And here we can see the conclusion and recommendation. This is concluded by demonstrating the fact that efficiency is important in probability. Financial risk in terms of debt is huge. Predictive models are weak and should be used with great care. The companies are advised to concentrate on efficiency, manage financial risk, and invest strategically to enhance long-term performance in telecommunications industry. And the situation is that the financial risk level is high due to high gearing. Predictive models are not very reliable. These are the suggestions that efficiency should be improved, that rep level must be reduced, and long-term investment must be pooled to ensure long-term growth. And this is about the conclusion of my topic. And We can see here the references which I have taken, and thank you.